Let me say this, y'all. The question is, are the Ravens getting their money's worth on Lamar Jackson?
No.
The answer is no. The
No.
answer is no. And here's the reason why. Coach, I'm going to remind you of this. 5 years, $260 million. $135 million fully guaranteed. Overall guarantees escalating to about $185 million. They're 3-2. Lamar Jackson, 2 fourth-quarter turnovers yesterday, now has an NFL worst 11 turnovers in a fourth quarter or overtime of one-score games since 2021. That is inexcusable. That is inexcusable. We got to look at it from that perspective. We also got to 5-2. They could easily be 7-0. We get all of that. When you see the level of greatness, Lamar Jackson has to make sure, because we all know he's worth his money because he's box office. You walk through the turnstiles to see him. So I don't know what this debate was about whether or not he's worth his money. Of course he's worth his money.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I want my quarterbacks to be quarterbacky. And to me, Lamar Jackson's just a great athlete, and he's done a really good job, and he had a great game against the 49ers. Prisoners of the moment. He is not the MVP. Christian McCaffrey is the MVP, and he has been. I've been saying this for weeks.
You're all in with the 49ers, as am I. As long as those I'm not going to change the narrative now. As long as the key players are healthy, they're going to kick the shit out of everybody they face. The quest is for second place. That's it. As long as those people stay healthy. They're currently healthy. The 49ers kick the shit out of the Ravens on Monday night. I'm sorry, I know that's disrespectful to the Ravens. If it's a Super Bowl preview, the Super Bowl is going to suck because the 49ers, as long as those guys are healthy, they're going to run over everyone.
And I was wrong about the Ravens. And I own it. I admit it. I was flat out wrong about the Ravens. And that's where this does really become interesting. Did I help stoke the fire?
Yeah, because we're in the NFL, we play ball, not to take away from that team, but you can't just discredit us. We grown, man, we got to feed our family. And he can have his opinion, but just don't be just talking like that. That's disrespectful.
If you had a vote right here, right now, it would go to
Christian McCaffrey. And if that's the case, Skip, then that changes the precedent for how they vote for the award.
It would.
And the same thing that makes you laugh will make you cry later, because there will be a time where Lamar has the stats similar to his unanimous MVP season, and then somebody will be talking about these intangibles. Maybe they won't have the number one record in the AFC, and somebody else, they'll be like, it's the eye test, it's this, it's that, but the numbers aren't there. And then there will be Baltimore fans screaming from the mountaintops that this is dead wrong because Lamar has the numbers. And so that's where I don't know if they can set this precedent. And, I guess they can. They can do whatever they want.
They can.
But if you set this precedent, then you set it for the future. And then you start to make it very muddy for the future, in that the numbers don't matter. And so if the numbers don't matter, then what does? Then, because everything else is speculation. Everything else is conjuncture. Everything else is an opinion. Like, the eye test is a subjective matter.
I do believe there are things that he needs to fix in his game in order to take that team to the promised land. He's not making any checks. He's not moving the O-line. He's not checking out a certain place to put himself into a better situation offensively. He's going in, and what John Harbaugh, what Greg Roman, what Lamar Jackson is doing and the offense is doing is saying, my number 8 is better than your 11. And 95% of the time, that is probably true. But backyard football is not sustainable in this national football. But there were still flaws in his game. Why? There's something going on. There's a reason why Baltimore has not paid him. I hope they come back and go, you know what, let us prove them wrong. We're going to pay him top dollar. But there's a reason they have not paid him yet.